We'll be building this game using Unreal Engine. Right now, Unreal Engine 5 has been fully released, so that's the version we'll be working with. It gives us access to some powerful new tools that make development faster and easier. One of those tools is Lumen. It's a dynamic global illumination system that handles lighting in real time. You don't need to bake light maps anymore, which saves a lot of time and usually gives better-looking results. We'll also use Nanite, Unreal Engine's virtualized geometry system. It lets us use highly detailed models without hurting performance. That said, Nanite does have some limits. For example, it currently doesn't support certain types of objects like foliage. Nanite doesn't work well with certain assets, especially foliage used in games. That's because it doesn't support two-sided materials or translucent surfaces. A quick way to spot a problem is when an object appears completely black in your scene. In most cases, that means there's a material conflict on that mesh. If that sounds confusing, don't worry, we'll go through all of it step by step later. For now, we need to get Unreal Engine installed. If you already have it on your system, feel free to skip ahead. If not, here's the quick setup. Start by going to the Unreal Engine website. Once you're there, you'll land on the main page with a demo showcase. Next, sign in or create a free Epic Games account. You'll find the sign in option at the top right corner. After signing in, go to the top right corner and click Download. This will take you to the download page. Here, you'll see the recommended system requirements, so make sure your computer meets them. There's also a quick note on pricing. Unreal Engine only takes a small royalty if your game earns over $1 million, so essentially they only make money if you do. Scroll down a bit and you'll find the setup steps. First, download the Epic Games Launcher. If you don't have it yet, click the download button and install it. There's also a short video guide on this page if you want a quick walkthrough. Once the launcher is installed, open it. You can launch it directly from your computer as well. When it opens, you may land on different tabs like the Store or the Unreal Engine section, depending on your setup. When you first open the Epic Games Launcher, it may take you to the Store page. This is where you can browse and play games, but we'll be working in the Unreal Engine section. So go ahead and switch to that tab if it's not already open. By default, you'll land on the news page. This shows updates, new features, and announcements. There's also a learning section with helpful tutorials, along with featured projects created by the community. You'll also find sample projects made by Epic. These can be downloaded and explored inside the editor, which is a great way to see how things are built. Lastly, there's the marketplace. This is where you can find assets and plugins from other creators. Some are free, others are paid, and Epic regularly releases free content each month, so it's worth checking in from time to time. It's worth checking the free for the month section. You can grab some great assets at no cost. Now head over to the Library tab. This is where we'll actually work from. If you haven't installed Unreal Engine yet, this area will be empty, and you'll see an Install button instead of Launch. We'll be using Unreal Engine 5.02. If you're on a newer version, that's completely fine. Just make sure it's version 5 or higher, since we'll be using features that aren't available in older versions. To install it, click the Install button or use the plus icon next to Engine Versions. Then select your version and start the installation. Keep in mind, Unreal Engine is a large download. Depending on your system and internet speed, it can take a while to finish. Once it's installed, click Launch. You'll see a splash screen followed by a short loading screen. After that, the Unreal Project browser will appear. This section shows all the Unreal projects saved on your computer. If you're new, it will be empty. If you've created a project before but don't see it here, it's likely saved in a different location. Just click Browse, find the project folder, and open it. After that, it will appear in this list. Now, instead of opening an existing project, we're going to create a new one. On the left side, you'll see different project categories. Select Games. In the center, you'll find several templates to start from. You can explore these later, but for now, choose the third-person template. You'll also see a short description of what's included, which you can read if you'd like. Next, we'll look at the project settings that define how our project is structured. The first option is Blueprint versus C++. This controls how we build game logic. C++ is traditional code written line by line. Blueprint, on the other hand, is Unreal's visual scripting system. It lets you create gameplay without writing code directly. We'll be using Blueprint for this project. It's more beginner-friendly, faster to work with, and perfect for building and prototyping gameplay. The trade-off is performance. Blueprint can run slightly slower than C++, but for most projects, including this one, it's more than enough. Next is the target platform. We'll stick with desktop settings for the highest quality. There's also a starter content option. If enabled, it adds extra assets like basic meshes and materials to help you get started, but it also increases project size. We'll keep it turned off. Starter content can also increase project size and slow down loading times. If you ever need it later, you can add it afterwards, so we'll keep it off for now. Next is ray tracing. This controls advanced lighting calculations. We'll leave it disabled for now since it can reduce performance. Now we choose where to save the project. Unreal has a default folder, usually inside your Documents directory, but you can save it anywhere on your system. Just click Browse, pick a location, and confirm it. The final step is naming the project. Project names must start with a letter, not a number or special character, and should stay within a reasonable length. We'll name this project Banana Bash. You may notice a similar project already exists from earlier testing, so we'll use a slightly different name to avoid conflicts. Make sure third person is still selected, Blueprint is enabled, desktop is chosen, and everything is set. Then click Create. Unreal will now generate the project. This can take a few minutes depending on your system. Once it finishes loading, the project will open in the editor. From here, we'll start exploring the interface and working inside Unreal Engine.